Hello and welcome back to the box office, guys. Now, before we get going, I want to invite each and every one of you to please comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. And I have also attached my social media handles on the description for this video. Now, for this video, I have an interesting bout. It is another 140 matchup in Jose Ramirez versus Jose Pedraza. Now, Jose Ramirez is trying to get back into the title picture after losing his unification bout against Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor just had a tough fight this past weekend, edging out a decision victory over Jack Catterall. Jose Pedraza has actually had some losses on his record as well, and he's trying to work his way up to title contention. Will Jose Ramirez be able to bounce back from the first loss of his career, or is Jose Pedraza going to be able to get over that hurdle that has haunted his whole career? Well, let's take a look at both of these fighters, but we're going to start with the Vegas underdog in Jose Sniper Pedraza. Pedraza is actually a plus 390 Vegas underdog, meaning you bet $100 and you'll get $390 in return. He's going to enter that night on fight night with a record of 29 wins and 3 losses. 14 of those victories coming by the way of KO, and 1 of those losses coming by the way of KO as well. He is listed at 5 foot 8 inches and is listed to have a 70.5-inch reach. His last 3 fights have been against Julian Rodriguez, in which he stopped the fighter in round 8, Javier Molina, unanimous decision victory, and Mikel Lespierre, another unanimous decision. Now let me take a quick look at his losses, and you're clearly going to see that Jose Pedraza is no stranger to fighting at the elite level. His 3 losses, his most recent loss was against Jose Zepeda, a unanimous decision. Prior to that, it was against Vasily Lomachenko, another unanimous decision loss. And then even before then, the first loss of his career was against Gervonta Tank Davis, in which he got stopped in the 7th round. Maybe the 4th time's the charm for Pedraza, but he's looking to finally get over that hurdle. In the way as that hurdle, we're going to take a look at Jose Ramirez. The Vegas favorite, he is actually listed at a minus 600. Meaning you bet $600, and if he is to win and pull off the victory, you'll only receive $100 in return. Not a lot of value, but this fight is a lot closer than other fights that have been in the past. He's going to step into the ring on fight night with a record of 26 wins and 1 loss. 17 of those wins coming by the way of KO, and his 1 lone defeat was by a unanimous decision. He's listed at 5'10", and he's also listed to have a 72-inch reach. So from a quick look of the stats, he's going to be the taller fighter and the fighter with the longer reach. His last 3 fights were his last loss was against Josh Taylor, and then prior to that was against Victor Postol, in which he won a majority decision, and Maurice Hooker, in which he won by TKO in the 6th round. One common opponent was Jose Zepeda, in which Jose Pedraza lost by unanimous decision, but Jose Ramirez won by majority decision. And I will put a little note, it was a very closely contested bout. It was in Fresno, in Jose's backyard, but it was close. Some experts say it could have gone the other way. Some say Jose edged it out. He didn't do enough to beat him. But it was a close bout. Jose Ramirez got the nod. Let's take a look at the keys of victory for both fighters. And we're going to take a look at the Vegas underdog, Jose Pedraza. Jose Pedraza is looking to stay in his winning streak and finally get over the hurdle of winning a elite fight. He's trying to fight at the highest competition, contend for a title, and this is his shot. This fight, winning a bout here, will probably put him in a good position to challenge for a title if he can get past Jose Ramirez. So key number 1 for Jose Pedraza is going to be, well, his nickname's the sniper, so you're going to want to throw straight punches. But it's not just throwing straight punches, it's going to be throwing straight punches from a distance. You want to throw that jab, you want to throw that right hand, left hand, sometimes you do switch. You're listed as an orthodox fighter, so you want to throw that jab and quick right hand. You want to hide that right hand behind the jab. But you have to throw that from a distance, just like if you're using a sniper, right? You wouldn't use a sniper for close combat. You're going to use it for its specialty, long distance. So throw those 1s and 2s from your distance where you're comfortable from. You throw those jabs, throw those 2s while he's coming in. You can start catching him when he's trying to cover the ground. You can take a lot of steam off his punches if you're landing that jab and he's still trying to lunge forward and throw his right hand or get his offense off. So throw your punches from a distance. And step number 2 is going to be off beat. What do I mean by being off beat? It means don't be in rhythm. Don't be in your consistent rhythm. Switch up your rhythm from time to time. The thing about fighting from a distance and throwing those 1s and 2s is you like to be on your toes and you traditionally would like to just be at your comfortable pace throwing your jabs. But if you get too comfortable, eventually the offensive and the aggressive fighter, which we do know Jose Ramirez is going to want to just kind of not bull rush, but kind of cover ground quickly. What you can do is you can start catching him with the 1s and 2s, but you want to start throwing feints. You want to start throwing feints with your feet. You want to start getting your movements with your hands and movements with the hips. Move your head side to side. And then when you think you're on beat, switch off the beat and start moving at a different pace. And when you're moving with that pace, start throwing the jab off of that pace. Don't let them know. Don't let them guess when those 1s and 2s are going to come. Basically, be off beat to hide your 1s and 2s from the distance that you want to fight at. And number 3 is going to be something that haunted you for the Gervonta Davis, and it's going to be hold your ground. At some point in this fight, and I say this all the time, you can't pitch a perfect game all the time at this level of competition. So at some point, you're going to want to hold your ground, bite down on that mouthpiece, and come up with some of your own punches. So don't give up your ground so fast. Draw that line in the sand and throw those 1s and 2s. And when Jose Ramirez is there to cross that line, pop him with the 1 and 2 and then go back to your stick. Stay on your stick. Try to catch him in coming in. And when you draw that line on the sand, do something that he had trouble with against Josh Taylor. Draw that line. When he comes in, after you've got your rhythm and your distance, anchor that front foot, take half a step back, and come up with the right hand of your own. Try to bait him in, try to catch him and set that trap. Try to set multiple traps throughout the fight so that you can make things a little easier and you can fight your fight at your distance. You do these 3 things and you'll be able to pull off an upset. Now, it wouldn't be a massive upset like the one Jack Catterall almost pulled off last weekend, but it will be a very good upset. Now, looking over to Jose Ramirez. The keys to victory for Jose Ramirez. Looking to get another W in the win column after his first career defeat. How he reacts to that defeat is going to tell a lot about his career moving forward. That hunger that's in his stomach to see if he still wants to become champion, if he still has the fire, the burning desire to move forward and fight at that level of that competition. So the first thing is going to be, don't come in with your head on the line. When covering distance, you want to move your head, but you want to also throw that jab. And as you're throwing that jab, that's when you're going to start covering ground. Now, he has a sniper. You want to come in and you want to, boom, start popping him with that jab, with that right hand. You want to cover that distance. Come in behind the jab. Come in behind some head movement. And stay fundamentally sound, but don't just come in a straight line where you can receive those 1s and 2s as you're stepping in. Because he's going to throw a punch at you, and if you're stepping into that punch and he catches you, it hurts even more when you're stepping into a punch. So go ahead and get your head off that line and don't stay there. As I mentioned, get your head off the line and cover your ground. Number 2, something again that kind of haunted you against Josh Taylor. Infighting. What you're going to want to do is when you get on the inside, you're going to want to work. There was a little slight hiccup where Josh Taylor in that last bout, you thought the referee was going to say clinch or break. Taylor kept fighting. You didn't defend yourself at all times, and you went down. You were hurt, but that was more of a mistake on your end that Taylor capitalized. So you don't want to do that. You're going to want to fight on the inside and just be aggressive and just listen to the ref. When the ref tells you to break, you break. You don't referee the fight. You let the ref the fight. You just work when you're on the inside. And key number 3 is going to be body work when you're on the inside. Break this guy down. He's going to want to keep his distance. He's going to use a lot of footwork. And if he's off beat, off rhythm, you're going to want to slow him down. How are you going to do this? Well, you're going to do this by investing to the body early on the fight. You start investing into the body early on, rounds 1, 2, 3. By round 7, 8, 9, he's going to be pawing at that jab. He's not going to be as crisp. He's going to get a little heavy-handed. You're going to make your life a lot easier if you invest to the body. And I honestly believe, just like Tank did, he did it in the second half of the fight. I feel like you can come in here, break him down. In the second half of the fight, come out with the KO. Which brings me to my decision. And my decision is, this is a very good bout. Very good bout. Actually, one that I'm very excited to see. Jose Pedraza trying to get over the hump, getting a career-defining win. Jose Ramirez trying to get back into the win column after suffering defeat against a now unified Josh Taylor. But I like what Jose Ramirez does and what Jose Ramirez brings to the table as far as styles. I do believe that Jose Pedraza can bait him into a 1-2, but I do like the overall workload that Jose Ramirez is going to bring. I do like his style, and I do feel like he can come in and get Pedraza out, specifically in the second half of the fight, if he invests to the body. So my pick is Jose Ramirez. Now, as I did last week, let me know how you guys think this fight is going to happen down below. Tell me what I need to sprinkle on. Do I need to sprinkle some money on the decision, on the KO, on the first 6 rounds, rounds 6 through 12? You guys dictate what I should do. So go ahead, comment down below how you think this fight's going to end. And please don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And once again, I have attached my social media handles on the description to this video. So please go ahead, give me a like and a follow on my other social media platforms, and we'll keep on talking boxing, guys. Take care.